Welcome to Buy, Hold, Sell. My name's James Marley. This week I'm joined by John Abernthy and Geoff Wilson. We're talking exchanges, registries and brokers. Geoff, I'll start with you. The biggest and the baddest, the ASX.
Oh, you meant you're going to talk about Climb, the biggest and baddest. Sorry, the ASX. ASX, great business. Not cheap on a P of about 18, but I just think it's a fantastic business. So I'd be a buy.
You're a buy there. John, ASX?
It needs to pull back a bit. I think the interesting thing about the ASX is it's raised about $500 million in the last 2 years, and its profit's hardly moved. So I think it's telling you it's struggling to grow profit. So I've got a buy about $30 on it, sell today.
Okay, it's a sell. IRESS, essential in the markets here in Australia.
Yeah, they went for a wild run when they bought into UK, did the capital raising about $1 below where it is currently. I actually think it needs to go back to that price to get interested. So, but I will stand on the sidelines and wait to see how UK is going. If UK is coming on strong, then I'll reassess. But today I couldn't buy it at $8.
Okay, the hold or a sell?
No, it's a weak hold.
It's a weak hold.
Yeah.
Geoff, IRESS?
Again, I'm a hold on IRESS. Great business, just a little expensive at the moment. And the big, as John said, the big question is, how does the UK perform?
Okay, registry business, Computershare?
Yeah, I think it's a little bit expensive. I'd say I'm more on a sell there.
Okay, John, Computershare?
Yeah, look, it's expensive. The only hope is the Australian dollar falling, which might happen after the budget, but that's another story. But my view is that Computershare, looking at it from the sideline, it hasn't increased profit in 5 years, which is interesting. There's a strong company not growing profits, and I can't see that changing anytime soon, so I've got to sell on it.
Okay, what about the brokers, Bell Financial Group?
Yeah, very simple rule of thumb. You have equity, and you can double it by 2, and that's where bystanders will sell it at, and the internal guys can own it. So I've got to sell on that at 3 to 4 times equity. Couldn't possibly own it.
Okay, Geoff, you?
Again, it's tough for broking businesses. You tend to find broking businesses float close to the top of the market. And I used to work at Macintosh, Hampson or Gabet as a broker, and I think we floated about 6 months before the crash in '87. And it's interesting, a number of brokers floated before 2007, and Bell's was one of them. I haven't got a strong view, so it's more a hold.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, what about Euroz? They just consolidated over in the West.
Yeah, I mean that's interesting what they're doing there. The part of Euroz I like is the funds management business. Which they have the fund manager that manages West Oz and Osgrove. And so they've got a really good cash, and they're listed investment companies, which we know well, and that's a very good part of the business.
Okay.
So again, probably not a buy at the moment, it'd be a hold, but really looking at it closely.
Okay. John?
Yeah, very important that the consolidation works because its earnings have gone from about 6 to 30 back to 6 million over the last 5 or 6 years, so it's very, very cyclical. Couldn't possibly value it at 200 million, which is valued out in the market today, so it'd actually be about half that price. But if it's worth 200 million, then as Geoff would say, Climb is cheap.
Mm-hmm. Climb is cheap, yeah. And John, I know we're just finishing off here. Not any publicity here, but I'd just like to hand you a little Wilson Asset Management bag.
Thank you. I'm sorry what I've been saying about you.
No, and just thank you for your shopping.
Yeah, thank you. No, I saw a girl in Pitt Street with that, so yes. You must have given it to her.
No, it's recycled.
Okay, well it looks like we're more interested in shopping bags than we are in the exchanges.